How much noise does my jacket make? So much noise. All right, I'm gonna take it off. So I'm using Gravity Sketch via the computer, so I can actually stream with an external camera, which is quite cool. And hang on, I better put the chat on the odd chance that someone does want to talk to me. It's pretty good. The new Oculus Quest, the new Oculus update for Airlink. It's really crisp. I don't understand. I guess what have they done? They've just like turned up the bloody crisper. Okay, all right. So this is. I was working on this guy. I was getting the structure down, so let's just keep going with that, I reckon. See how it goes on the computer. How are those levels? You can hear me? Yeah, okay. You probably turn it up a bit more. This might be good for when I'm mumbling. So yeah, the Quest has a microphone in it, which is kind of cool. So look, I was thinking what I'm going to try and do is create the dome out of this. Because I'm trying to, like, I'm a pretty romantic person, right? So, like, I like the idea of kind of mimicking it actually being really made, like they would sort of like extend out and stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know, making stuff up. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many quads are there? Corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because this one I split down the middle, I'm pretty sure, for reasons. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I do 6, well, okay, so what does this mean? Okay, so this is the equivalent of that there, right? So it should actually kind of fold in a bit if I want to get that sort of same effect. I quite like just doing these sort of little like puzzles almost. No, actually, well, so if it kind of goes in there, then it goes up. What does that mean? Like if that's straight up like that, then this should be here? No, it's not right. Maybe what I could do is like go around the side. Because that way I don't have to do this weird math. Yeah, because actually I think, yeah, that's probably a good idea. So this is equivalent of 1. So I need to do, I guess, like 3 for each corner. Is that right? Yeah, okay. So if it's 6 each half, 3 for each quarter. So that's 1. It's 1. Can you guys see that okay? No. Already, immediately, just terrible camera angle. Okay, so where's the camera? You go here. There we go. And I can see here what you guys can see. Bring you in a bit closer, I guess. So this is what I'm working on right now. Looks like fucking the devil's nightmare, but that's right. Okay, so this is, if I tick this and I go to sketch mode, I go 1, and I go, where's the camera? Come over here. Let's have a look what layer I'm on right now. So this is the sketch layer. Okay, so you can draw on a lock layer, but not move it. That's good to know. Okay, so these are the quarters, right? Except if we're saying this is 1/4. It's actually more like that. Okay, alright. Don't overthink it. Always tells me not to overthink things, and it's just like, well, someone's gotta. What do you think makes the trains run on time? Not in a Nazi way, just a organized way. Well, to be honest, I would probably, if I was designing this beautiful place, I would put this in the middle of a third, because that is beauty is thirds divided and things like that. So let's do that. So that would mean that it's like that. Can you guys see that? It's very important. Hang on, I gotta get this screen and bring it back. So this is, oh, you can't see it, that's right. So can I lock you? No, I can't. That's so much use. That's okay, that's right. Okay, so that's 1, 1, 2, and do the 3 here to make it the thirds. Basically what I'm trying to do is like make it be, like build a base similar to what this one's already got. Instead of like, I actually don't know how else I would do it. I don't know if you can merge shapes in Gravity Sketch. Handy if you could. And 1, 2, 3. So what do we got here? That should now be about halfway. Yeah, okay, cool. That's good. So we've got a third. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yep. And yeah, like imagining myself actually being on this building site and being like, all right, let's get the base around. We got 6 panels. Got a bit of string. 1, 2, 3. That should go 1/4. And then this should go 1, 2, 3. Doop. All right. And yeah, what I'm also going to do is not actually make this be, I just remembered, yeah, so this is actually going to be like glass, right? So I'll make that another mesh, which I think would be really cool. And yeah, I like the idea of like doing 2-sided walls. I don't know why we don't do that in, I think maybe let's like look down like that. Maybe, I don't know what the best angle is. Probably like close to what I'm seeing. Would make sense. It's kind of interesting. So what are we dealing with here? This is kind of like, what is this is the question. Okay, so firstly that is not right. So this is kind of like the wooden like structure that goes around the second dome, but the second dome itself is going to be glass, which I think is quite cool. Yeah, I wish you could just be in like free edit. If I can, is there like a way I can like invite my friend in or something? Probably not. Social. Friends. Whatever. We'll figure that out another time. So I'm kind of basing it off this line, which is also kind of just random. So maybe, I wonder if there's a way to, you can kind of like, so if I do that and then I go like, what is it? No. Ooh, what does that do? Oh no, not that. Like I could smooth it, I guess, but I wonder if there's a way I could like, no, that's right. That's okay. Let's do it by eye. So the bushies did it. Do it. Did it. Do it. Don't it. Gotta do it. Did. It's pretty good. And then I've got this like other structure here. I wonder what this is meant to be. So here is meant to be like this nice door. So I wonder how we would do that most effectively. Maybe this should have been like an interior. So where's the camera? So yeah, basically this is going to be like a door. What I'm debating is, well, yeah, I think this is going to be fine. Actually, yeah, let's go straight down. Yep, and then stretch it out a little bit. That's kind of what I was imagining, right? So let's keep it simple. Do more polys than we need too early. Okay, so that's good. This is a bit funny. So like I'm trying to like imagine that this is like a house where they're like working with, you know, materials that kind of need to have some sort of continuity and a bit of like bush magic, you know? So like obviously I could do this differently, but I'm trying to like imagine I'm like them, them being like the makers. So here I guess this would then overlap into here. Let's just give this another, let's not be too stingy. The reason I want to make this overlap is I want to do this like inset on the other side as well. Like a lot of it's just me having fun. That's all like life is, right? It's just having a bit of fun. You don't have to pretend it's for anything. Okay, so let's get it all down to the same level. So this is the interior of the other house. And I kind of want to feel a little bit like a boat as well. And maybe... can you guys see? Not really. Maybe it's better to just be locked in my head. I don't know. Anyone, if you're by any chance watching this and you've watched the other ones, then you let me know if this view is better than the other view, because this view is a bit harder for me because I'm streaming off my PC and it's not as good as just the native app. Which is crazy, but that's right. There's gonna be a door here. So the whole place is like, yeah, fucking Earthship. So that's kind of goes in like that. I don't want it to look wonky though. I just want it to look creative. You guys see that? Maybe I'll put it. Maybe I'll put this like here, and then I can look. Yeah, all right. I really feel this well, this style of art I think is really interesting. One thing, and there's merit in sharing it like this. It's a bit of work for me. It's a bit emotionally fatiguing because it's not like, you know, popular and it's easy to get down on yourself. But I do really think that there's something here worth sharing, and I think I just love this art style so much. Like this way of making art. It's just so. It's like nothing I've ever done, really. It's nothing like it. And it's what I like about VR. You know, it's the one thing really that I like about VR, to be honest. Like, properly like enjoy that I can't get anywhere else. I don't like the games that much because I just don't like a lot of games. They're just very like busy. You know, like I'm a busy person. I don't want to fucking have a second job playing a video game. Oh. I'm not sure whether I should just make the top just with this one mesh. I think that in, say for example, Substance Painter, I would be able to distinguish them quite easily while still it being the same mesh. So yeah, not sure. I just had a bit of an epiphany, like, I don't know if it's true or not, but like, so I was sort of thinking, all right, well, how many things am I going to try and fit on this texture sheet? Instead of having like 1K or 4K, 2K, 4K, whatever texture sheet, just have like one texture sheet for each asset and make it like 256 pixels. Like, they're still getting the same number of pixels. Am I not? Am I wrong? Where's the floor here? Oh, this looks like a big shit. Sometimes I wonder, like, 'cause I'm like, you know, I work so hard at my art, and I'm like, am I just actually not a good artist? Is that the problem? It's like, look, kid, you work plenty hard, but that house you made looks like a big shit. That's all right. Maybe I'm not an artist. I'm nothing. I'm a person. I'm not an anything. I'm making art right now, but I'm not have to be anything. It's easy to say that, but we all still think that we have to be something. At least my generation, the striver generation. The last generation fully bought up, weaned on neoliberal meritocracy bullshit. The most success I have had in my adult life to date is Dogecoin. Okay, that's looks pretty straight there, right? So at what point does it kind of womp up? Or does the whole house womp up? Maybe, I don't know. Let's go from here. And I guess I would kind of like that to match that. It kind of makes sense to me. I'll leave that there. Yeah, I'm gonna like jut that out. So I'm sort of, I'm like imagining that this was wood for fun more than anything. Like, you know, I don't need to. Also, have you seen the price of lumber these days? Alright, so maybe we can make that bit wider. Especially because I'm making a building, it's like, imagine that this is like these are facades. Like, it actually works really well with the low poly. There have to be easier ways to do this though. But I do like being able to like shuffle every little vert. So it's a bit of a accomplishment. I've done some sort of creative practice, drawing, writing, development. I think every morning, nearly all year. I was thinking about it this morning, like, you know, I'm down on myself because I guess like my idea of like working is like that it's not, you know, popular online or whatever. And that's, I've been thinking a lot about that, like, you know, people don't really like my posts or whatever, like, oh well. But a few years ago I wasn't doing any of this, at least not to the, you know, the amount that I thought that I needed to get what I wanted out of it, which is to like be where I'm at now, where I'm like comfortable and in flow and connected with my own creativity. Now that's just a part of my day, and it's like such an achievement. So I'm kind of taking a bit of stock at the moment. The old suicide stock. No, not really. It's an old joke. I think I need to get like a ground plane going. So what the fuck's going on here? Okay, it's too high now. Is that better? Okay, so these guys just weren't even fucking perfect. Fucking perfect, mate. Okay, so let's get you up there. We shouldn't be able to see any of these guys. That's got to stay like that. Maybe that can come out a bit more. How could I? It'd be good if this kind of mirrored that, like stylistically. And then, what are you doing? You little cheeky little devil. Because like a lot of these places, right? They like love like, and by that, but what I mean, like, there's a group I'm talking about that exists, not like fictional characters in this game. Is like these sort of like there's this whole like generation that kind of moved out to like the country in Australia. I don't know about it. I assume other countries as well, like similar in America with Colorado, probably, I think. And they like, you know, set up little communes and like hippie houses and all that kind of stuff. And lots of them are still there. Like I was born on, well, I wasn't born on the property, but that's where like my dad lives on one and built one out of like old doors and shit. Which is why I like computers so much. And they, yeah, it's a full culture, and they kind of like build their houses, and there's definitely like an aesthetic that they like. Not all of them, probably more my dad now. He's a bit of a, I think a lot of those, the other guys like stayed on the land a lot longer. Dad kind of like moved around a fair bit, I think. And I think they kind of grew out of it a bit more. But yeah, just like, you know, they sort of like to find natural curves in the wood and the buildings and in the land, and have the, you know, the buildings kind of match the land a little bit. And I think it's nice. I imagine that Well, obviously, when you're an actual builder, Dad was a builder. He's still alive. He's just not a builder. Like when you're a builder, you don't really get to do that. So I wonder how many tradies are actually, like sculptors waiting to find their clay. I'm gonna give this a floor because right now I'm sort of like evening things out relative to other stuff. I'm facing around the wrong way, aren't I? That's right. I'm not gonna go to jail for that. Love good coffee. I'm gonna base it on that existing door. It's pretty cool. Okay, alright. Oh, fuck. How are we doing there? Like, is that... How much of the... That's good. It's pretty much bang on. Alright. Let's make you a nice little green color. There we go. Now it looks a little bit more... Looks just also like a shit. That's okay. Okay, so yeah, let's get it on the ground. How about that? Let's land this UFO. So yeah, there probably would have been easier ways to do this. To start with a more geometric shape. I just like the idea of it like coming out as one piece from the hall, but they wouldn't have done that. They would have made two domes and connected it with a fucking tarp until the bloody tin got in from gumdrop. Where's the camera? There we go. You guys seeing this shit? So I feel like these would be straight. So I think that this is a good reference here for the distance we want. Maybe if we can make this a little bit more pleasant to look at, it'll... This is a bit less wonky, it'll sort of set the standard. Okie dokie. And then I like the idea of that and that sort of being quite close. I think that's quite cool. And then same with that there. Oh, fucking... Lol, this fucking sucks. Alright. So it's 1, 2, 3. I think that this needs to be more in the middle. And I think this is going to go in to make the door as well, so just got to remember that. And I think what I'm trying to do here is get this closer to what I know it is on the other side, so it's probably better off like speed running around the edges than trying to get it perfect in one spot. Especially now that we know we've got a flat line. Because the thing, these places, just because they're like creatively built, doesn't mean that they're wobbly and shit. They're like just like every, my dad. I was talking to my dad on the weekend. He's like, every bloody line is plumb. They just can be a bit more creative with like the way that the lines connect and stuff. They certainly wouldn't do it like this, like by eye. Like there's tools and shit you use. Like, well, plumb line is essentially a weight hanging on a piece of string, for example. That's what they mean when a builder says it's plumb. I don't know if the builders say that anymore. That's what my dad would say. And it gravity shows you better than anything the direction, the straightest line between a point and the center of the earth, which is what a horizontal line is, essentially. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I wonder if it could be a little balcony. It's gonna be cool because this is gonna be like a little house you can explore and shit. Maybe. Where's the camera? Okay, so what I'm also looking for is that, like, it's essentially 1, 2, 3. That means this needs to be 1, 2, 3. Like, already this is out of whack. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so not to be all like I'm quitting Facebook, but this might be my last stream this week for a while. I don't know. I'm just like sick of it. Well, not really understanding. I don't know what it adds to my thing. Is I like it sometimes. It's just a thing, like, but other times I don't. So but like, who am I even saying that to? No one. That's the thing. No one watches it. So Okay, so these quarters are right. Yeah, okay, I just need to bite the bullet and get them in the right spots. That's been so good. Fuck. Alright. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, they're just fucking cooked. Okay, that's right. It's better than wrong. Well, maybe let's get the... It'd be cool if that, like, matched even a little bit. So... Actually, no, because it should be thirds, right? So it's actually fool's gold. That's actually fool's gold. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then that's pretty similar to that, which is good. Kind of running out of time for work, so let's just lock this in so I don't have a crisis of confidence when I start next time. Or it doesn't go too long at least. So, and I kind of want to like put like structural beams and some other stuff here as well. Like, I just want it to look cool. Who doesn't? So let's just get these kind of like lined up right first. Yeah, okay. Oh, fuck. Alright, so they're now in like roughly the right spacing. It's not quite perfect, but it's getting there. See, and this should like, like kind of bisect and point to that guy. You should point to there roughly. We kind of create like a flowing kind of line effect. Not sure how much actual impact this will have on the finished product, but I just like it. Like the idea of it. So I might. This is going to be the front facade. So let's get the composition we like here the most locked in. We're confident in this spacing now. So now what we're just looking for is the vertical spacing. What I could have done is like made this shape and then extruded that as well. Oh, live and learn. Is that... If you're looking at that, it's quite bulbous. Like, I don't even know why I've done it like this. Like, is it meant to be a UFO? Like, now's the time to change it, buddy. Let's just get it even first, so we know what we're changing. This is a camera. I'm sorry, guys. I'm fucking... I feel like these are getting a bit wonky. I honestly feel like this is as much as I could be bothered doing. Like, well, I got to stop anyway. But I was so on fire last week. I guess that's just what happens. That's what, like, the practice is designed, is to, when you are on fire, it goes somewhere. Like, that's, I think, all the days of kind of showing up and just not really feeling it, but being like, all right, here I am. So then when whatever the universe fucking, the polarities of fucking whatever, some Virgos lined up in the gravity lens or whatever, you just, like, you catch it, and then the rest of the time is just chop wood, carry water, finish the ideas you pulled from the ether when you were on fire. So that's what I do. I just keep going. Maybe I just and bipolar. My mom's bipolar, so I'm probably in bipolar. Well, actually, I actually think she has ADHD and isn't bipolar. Because I've got ADHD, or I've got ADHD, or I'm, you know what I mean. You being no one, I don't wonder. It's like if I'm 99% sure that A, no one's watching, B, no one's watching now, no one's gonna make it to the end of this because it's obviously boring. Who am I talking to? Myself? I guess. That's nice. Hey, Sam. The police when they're investigating my fucking... That's pretty cool. Hang on. On the dot. Alright, fine. Gotta save. Gotta save. It's fuck me up so many times. Alright. Yes. Alright. Hey, I did it. I did some more. That's good.